You all got the agenda. Jeff's going to move around the schedule of what he's making.
Yeah, we'll make vanilla caramel praline first, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Vanilla caramel praline. I sure hope the recipe's in here. See? Vanilla caramel praline.
Oh, you need a bladder.
Yes. There it is, vanilla caramel praline. Did you read it yet? No. You'll never open that book. You got all the cards. Okay, for this great flavor, make the pralines beforehand, which I have done. I slaved all night making these pralines. And store them in the freezer. To make them, spread pecan pieces on a blah, 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 blah. Remove, blah, 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 put them, blah, blah, blah. Okay, what we want to do for this ice cream, it's vanilla caramel praline. So we'd like to pound these down a little rather than ground them up. Look at you.
You could have told
any
me.
Plastic bags around?
Ziploc, yes.
Yeah, great. Plastic bag. Okay, we'll pound these down a little. These are bladders. If you're not familiar with them, this is what your stuff is, your mix is delivered. And I know we hate the word mix, but this is what we make ice cream out of. It's skim milk, milk solids, butterfat. Oh, excellent.
Don't forget half batch.
Hot fudge?
Half batch.
Oh, right. Good. Half batch. So we'll, we're going to go all over the place, so don't worry. Just try to keep up. So we want smaller pieces in the ice cream.
You want a hammer, Jeff?
You got one?
I'll find one. We got a factory. I'm sure I can find a hammer for you.
Yeah, anything. A wrench, a hammer, a screwdriver.
I got to get him a hammer.
Okay, what? We didn't make this, did we? No. All right, so vanilla caramel praline, you need the mix. We need vanilla.
Oh, boy.
We need caramel. I like this Lion's caramel. We need caramel. And we need pralines. So there you go. We're going to make, this is a 24 quart, and we're going to make a half batch because I don't take it home, you can't take it home, and there's just too much ice cream. So we'll make a half batch. And you asked how small a batch can you make in these things, right? And what was the answer? Half batch. No. No. The answer was you don't need to test anything, so you can go right for full batches because you can make them on the counter, right? Just, just testing. All right, so first we'll measure half. These are 10 quarts, these bladders. And this is 10% butterfat. They come in 10%, 12%, 14, 16, 18, and 22. Forget those high ones, too rich. Haagen-Dazs is 16. And that when you taste Haagen-Dazs how thick and creamy that is. So I like 10. 10 is a great butterfat content for here in Florida. Is this working? Can you all hear me? Yeah.
Hey, Mike, do you want to pot down my microphone so it doesn't...
now, wait a minute. You're going to do that?
Nuts? Yeah.
Okay. Now, we don't want them ground up.
All right. This does not take a medical degree to do.
That's good. That's good. Thank you.
Okay?
Yeah.
I'll put it on your bill.
That's perfect. Perfect. So first what we're going to do is measure out. We need how many quarts?
10 quarts of the bladder? No, you want half. 5 quarts. Half.
What a crowd, huh?
Tell us.
Yes, we're going to use 5 quarts. And as you now know, instead of trying to pour this and look over here, simply turn this way, and then it's easier to manipulate. Very quiet.
And why are you doing, did you explain that this is a 24 quart machine, but you're only making a half batch?
Hello?
Yeah? Did you?
Yes, we went over that
Okay.
while you were hammering.
All right.
So we'll go with 5 quarts, or close enough. And we'll dump this in the machine.
Steve, come,
What?
ask Steve to come in here a second.
Yes, sir. So this goes in the machine.
One batch for 24 8 quarts.
We can do 5.
Sure.
Yeah.
You're on camera.
Yeah. Oh.
Vanilla. Oh, rats. Gotta open that. Yes,
Is the machine powered on at the moment, or it's not doing anything, right?
correct.
Okay.
It's on, but it's not running.
But it's not running.
Can opener? All right. Thanks, Ken. Now, I think what we'll do is we'll make this a swirl. We didn't do that, did we? No. Okay. Want to do that now? Okay, we'll make a swirl. Okay. I love these can openers. Don't they work great? Junk. Junk. And I won't even on the air tell you what brand it is, because I would never do that to KitchenAid.
No, of course not.
All right. So we'll save that for the swirl. All right, so all we have to do then is put some vanilla in. How much vanilla do I like to use?
1 ounce.
I like to use 1 ounce per quart. So,
5
good man.
That's good, Sam.
And we use this nice expensive vanilla because
Because it's the best quality.
it's the best quality. The fact that we don't pay for it.
Some people are lucky.
It is excellent vanilla. And they do make, I think he makes 20 some odd flavors of variances of vanilla. Mm-hmm. All right, so we'll put the machine on. We'll hit the screen, hit ice cream, hit homemade, and hit start. You have a lot of different speeds here, depending on what you're making, whether you're making gelato, ices, on and on. And then we'll add, how many? 5 ounces of vanilla. Okay. And we'll add pecans or pecans. What do you say?
Pecans.
In New York, we grew up, there were pecans. All right. Oh, there's still a brand new machine.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Oh, how much do we add? Whatever you got. Can't have too many pecans, can you? Right?
Definitely never not enough.
That's it.
times.
Now, because I always like to, before I put the refrigeration on, I like to see what it tastes like. Ooh, we're going to like that. Now we put the refrigeration on. You hear the compressor coming on? And now water will start to come into the sink here from the machine. Got it. It's a water-cooled machine. There's a line of water going into the back and a line coming out. Some places, if you're in California like Bruce, you can reclaim the water
Anything yet?
because water is a problem out there. Everything's a problem out there until you get rid of that nutcase.
No politics. None.
Mike,
True, that's not politics, it's true.
it's not politics, it's the truth. Okay, so there we go. Now, because we're going to make a variegate. What's a variegate? A variegate, remember when we were kids and you got vanilla fudge ice cream? That was a big flavor growing up, and it was white with swirls of chocolate going through it. That's a variegate. We're going to make a variegate here with caramel running through it. So we'll have vanilla ice cream with pralines strewn about, swirled in caramel. Oh, to get better than that? And to do that, we use, hey, where are my squishy buckets? One squishy bucket. We're down to one.
Would you explain to people they can't buy this because they keep calling me up? This is
Okay,
This is Jeff's doing.
To make the variegate, you'll see how we make it, but it's imperative that we have a squishy bucket. And believe it or not, you can't buy them. You can't buy them. The only place to get them is if you want to get a roll. You can't buy them, which is great. And I have 3 at the store, and you should have had 3 also. Now, these you can get. You can get these, and these will crack after 1 or 2 uses, but hey, it's all right. You get 1 or 2 uses out of them, right? I feel like you're grading me today. But should we try to use this one? No. You're on your own. Squishy bucket. Yes.
So the machine's running right now. Are you timing it at all for the rest
No,
of the
you
time,
can't
or-
time the machine. It has a timer on it.
Okay.
As soon as you hit the freezing, it starts the timer. But you really can't time it because everything takes different times. This will take about 9 minutes, 9 minutes. And if you make other items with more sugar in it, it'll take up. We made one yesterday, it took 22 minutes. So, and if you have a timer, what it allows you to do is not focus. It allows you, I'll read my book, I'll be on the phone, I'll play Angry Birds till that. Can't do that because inevitably you're going to forget the machine. Steve uses a timer that he sets before it's ready.
Right.
Just to kick him in the butt and say, hey, remember you got ice cream going on.
You got busy, you have other things doing, people come in and distract you, which you should tell them I'm making ice cream, don't bother me. But you have a great timer right here. And so if it's going to be approximately 8 minutes, you set it for 6, and then you can go do whatever you want. If you're trying to get production done instead of talking to a crowd, you're starting to measure out your flavors, your mix for the next batch, getting your flavors ready. Timer goes off, you go, oh, yeah, I got to check the machine. And you go back. It's only been 6 minutes, but you take a little look and see how it's doing. What differentiates the time of how long it's going to take is the sugar content. The higher the sugar content of a product, the longer it'll take to freeze. So we put pralines in, they have sugar in them, that will affect the freezing time. If you put butterscotch in there, that's going to raise it, or even strawberries. So there is no set time for making it, but you have a close approximation, 8 minutes for vanilla, 10 minutes maybe for a high sugar content product. So use your, in the old days we'd say it was a great excuse to go out and buy a Rolex because you could write it off on your taxes and say, well, it's critical to making ice cream. Now you've got the iPhone and you just set your countdown timer for 6 or 7 minutes and you can go do other stuff. I have frozen up the CB350 more times than I can count because I didn't set a timer.
And believe it or not, this is only 5.5 minutes.
It's a half batch.
Hey.
If it was a full batch, it would be 8 minutes.
Yeah. And now, there it is. Beautiful. Looks good enough to eat.
Yeah, I want to try it.
And now I shut it off, and what's in there between the dasher, which are the blades spinning in it, it's now settling a little bit, gravity. And now I'll hit it again, and we'll get the last bit of it. Because as you know, what you're looking at is not ice cream. What is it? It's money. Everything you leave in the machine is coming out of your pocket. It's just pure profit. Even if it's one serving and you're selling it for $5 or $6, how many batches do you make in a year? Okay, we're good. Now, to make the big squish, we're going to take the caramel and just pour it over the top. And then we take a nice big spatula and give it a few turns. And because we have a squishy bucket, we can squeeze the bucket as we pour it. And you see what you got? You got a nice swirl going through it.
Perfect.
And you get to try it. You can probably figure out how to do it without a squishy bucket. Or, oh, I can sell these. No, just kidding.
Without the bucket, what you can do is you can open the gate halfway so it comes out a little slower, or you can slow down the speed on the infinite overrun control to get it to come out slower. And as it's coming out, you pre-measure your butterscotch into another container because we don't want to contaminate the whole container. And you dip your spatula into the butterscotch and then swirl it through a gallon of ice cream. Open the gate, take out another gallon, dip it, swirl it, dip it, swirl it. This is certainly easier, but that's the way you do it without having a bucket that is bendable because we can't find them anywhere. But that's the way it was always done.
I'll tell you where I used to be able to get them. A company online called PlasticContainerCity.com. Clever name. PlasticContainerCity.com. They have every kind of plastic containers. You used to be able to get these. Now you can't. But call the guy up. Tell him, if enough people call him up, we'll get them. And everybody wants these, right?
And when you ask for a squishy bucket, he's going to go, huh?
Yeah, he'll say, my wife isn't home.
Yeah.
All right. This I'm taking back with me. I promised somebody.
Oh, good.
And so now you'll get to taste this stuff, see what you think. Should be good. Looks good, doesn't it?
Great.
And it's easy to make. I mean, how many ingredients are we talking about? Mix, little vanilla, crushed praline, done.
question about the extract. Is that pure vanilla extract?
It's
Yes.
that particular one is an all natural vanilla extract. It's about $130 a gallon, maybe a little higher or more. If you buy pure vanilla, it's about $700. And I can't taste the difference between pure vanilla and all natural vanilla. And from a marketing standpoint, which is what I'm always keenly aware of, is how are we going to sell it? All natural comes across sounding very good. In fact, we always try to make our ice creams as all natural as we can. Stayed away from organic because organic didn't sell. Nobody could afford organic. But the all natural is a good way to go. And this company, Lockhead Vanilla, only makes vanilla. That's all they do. And so it's really the best that I've ever found. And the taste is there, yes.
What kind of vanilla is it? Is it Madagascar, Tahitian?
Let's see what
Madagascar.
it says. Is it Madagascar?
Yeah, they own most of Madagascar.
Yeah.
Reach and
Yes.
in
It's
there.
Madagascar.
Yeah.
This is fabulous. This is so tasty. You know, I tasted a lot of ice cream in the shop, but this is unique.
No, you've been to other stores that sell what they call ice cream. I'm not being facetious here. We talked about this in class a lot.
That's good.
It's what we make. That's why when I opened up in Daytona Beach, I opened up on the same block as a ice cream institution. Been there 20 some odd years. Beautiful building right on the beach, and I opened up a half a block away. And everybody said, "What are you doing? You can't do that. Competition." And I said, "There is no competition. We make this product. Nobody else makes it. You've never tasted anything like that."